And by the way, I mean, I'm pretty famous for my all international introduction. I would just not go all super international right now, but I'm really happy about one thing because one guy just messaged me on IRC and he told me. He really likes this all international introduction, and he even told me how to say hello or welcome or hi in Filipino. I mean,
Oh, nice.
just having languages all over the world, adding one more. So, for everybody who speaks Filipino, Kamusta, everybody. And this is game number 5. It is Tarson spawning here at the 6 o'clock, and at the 12 o'clock we have ranged the purple Protoss player. We saw some awesome games, some one-sided games, some pretty even games, some long games, some short games. I mean, we just saw everything we wanted to see, and like I said, I'm just currently smiling 24/7. I'm really happy. This is actually a very good birthday present. And one more thing I really like even more, it's cross positions on Terminus Re. I mean,
Hell yes.
can you ask for more?
No, you know what, man? I am loving all of these cross positions on these games, and I'll tell you, this has been quite the day. And like you said, we've seen short matches, long matches, cheese matches, this, that, a little bit of everything in this tournament. And you know what? I hope for the next one next week, dude, we see a lot more people show up and turn out to try to take the belt, take the title, whatever you want to call it, take the cool $50 and get that placement spot in that qualifier for the Invitational. Now, Range throwing down his assimilator and his gateway, as well as sending out his scout in the, it looks like in the counterclockwise positioning, and just as before, Tarson sending it out in the clockwise positioning, and they will high-five each other and continue moving on. And Tarson did do that after laying down his refinery first, then his barracks.
Oh, refinery first before the barracks. Nice catch. And this could mean one thing, and one thing most likely not 100% only, but he might be going for some super fast Blue Flame Hellions or Cloak Banshee play. And I really liked it in the last game. Even though he didn't use them, he went for the Blue Flame Hellions as well. But,
That's right.
I mean, his Marauder and his Marine dropping was so successful as well. And now Tarson here with the Marine trying to do some Marine micro, taking out the prop will not just be successful, but Marine number 2 is out.
And that probe does die at the 21 here on Terminus Re, as it will get played more. Like you were saying yesterday on our cast, we will start to notice the numbers that are on the ground as actual locations on the map. So we do see Tarson now with the SCV inside of ranged base and moving around there, doing a little bit of scouting. There is the first Zealot out from range, and that Zealot is looks like it's making its way across the map here, Endrey.
Yeah, but it is Terminus Re, and Terminus Re is considered the biggest, the hugest, the macroest map of all in the map pool. Doesn't matter if it's MLG, GSL, TSL, Special Android Tournament Series, which is of course at the same level at those other tournaments. And moving over with the Zealot for attacking purposes might not be the smart move, but and actually he was just doing some scouting work with the Zealot. And this is smart play by Ranged.
But I'll tell you what, here comes the Stalker moving across the field as well as a Sentry on the way. The second Stalker is out as well. These Stalkers and Zealot are moving across the field, and it doesn't look like they're breaking for any type of coffee break here.
Absolutely not. No, the Hellion was about to move out, just pulled back in time, and now he's just checking for some pylons. No, there are no pylons, and now this Hellion will be able to move out because this Hellion is so freaking fast. It is the fastest unit in the Terran arsenal, and the second fastest unit actually in the game, having the same movement speed as the Phoenix. The only unit faster than a Hellion, guess what? It's a Zergling.
That's right. And it's a speed Zergling, actually.
Yeah, the
You
metabolic
the
boosted
upgrade.
Zergling,
Right.
and I mean those Zerglings, they have some real problems with their digestion, because if you're having such a metabolism, I mean, oh whoa.
Yeah, no way. Anyways, we do see a robo facility going down, as well as the second gateway and the expansion nexus. Now, the expansion nexus was placed down as range got across the map and to the Zelnaga tower that is closest to Tarson. I don't know what that means, but that's what happened. Anyways, we are seeing that there is the starport here, and Banshee's on their way out. Cloak is on the way as well as this 1-1-1 play goes down.
Yeah, and I'm really happy that, I mean, I like to predict builds, and I mean, like 60, 70, 70, 80% actually, I'm right with the builds, and every time I'm predicting a build and it's correct, I'm just so happy. And do you remember, Refinery first, Cloak Banshee, and this is actually happening right now. And what I really like even more is that Tarson is going for a command center at the same time. So basically his plan with this Banshee here in the top left location is to buy himself some time to get this expansion up and running and keep the probe count low at the same time. So killing already 3 probes, going for the Cloak right now. Probe number 4 is not going down because he is focusing on those sentries, and the Banshee only takes 4 shots to kill a sentry, and those sentries are so expensive, and every sentry which is going down is so awesome for Tarson. Tarson now at 6 kills, 7 kills it is right now, and this Banshee didn't take a single shot because now only it's getting attacked. Banshee most likely will go down.
Oh, and it stays alive, calling you wrong again. As things escape once you start to say they're about to die. Anyways, we do see that Banshee taking a lot of kills and bringing the probe count down to 36. So the thing is Range is still ahead on probes. The second Banshee now moving in will get detected by this observer here, and that Cloak Banshee will be thwarted off. There is an Immortal on the way out as well, and Siege Tank ability coming down, as well as another expansion. It looks like Tarson kind of going for the double expand here. He has finished up his first command center and is throwing down the second one. Now, for those who don't know, there is a proxy pylon back here, which I did not mention, but anyways, this is a rich Vastbane Geyser. So those who don't know the Terminus remap, there is a Vastbane Geyser here that is rich, and it is only 1 Vastbane Geyser instead of the 2, and it is a little bit less mineral nodes in this lower expansion as well.
Yes, it is a 6 instead of 8, and one which being which Vespine Geyser is actually giving this same amount as 1.5 normal Vespine Geysers. Now Range dropping in a Zealot here, and this second expansion, he knows about this command center, but he's not attacking the SCV, building the command center, but instead there are the Marines taking out the Zealot because he was moving over just for scouting purposes, and this means Tarson is now on the hunt. He's looking for some pylons, and now he will find this pylon in the next second. There he is, and this pylon will go down pretty soon. At the same time here, at the 43, aka expansion number 2 for Range, we have 3 Banshees moving in and taking a pylon right away. Now this pylon here at the Tarson space is going down, and so are all those probes at the natural of Range. Range not moving the probes away only now, and this is a little bit too late.
And he can basically 2-shot these Stalkers, man. This is no good for Range. I'd have to say he's going to have to get some observers, and he is caught out of position with his pants down right now.
Absolutely, and at the same time, I think Ranged is about to move off pretty soon. He's got the double Immortals, but if he waits a little bit longer, yes, we see the double bunker is finished, and Tarson, he's got the Raven, and this Raven will not have enough energy for a point defense drone just yet, but he is too scared of those bunkers and those tanks, and he absolutely should be, because there was no way he would be able to break this this defensive positioning by Tarson, now pulling back with all of his units. Meanwhile, at the same time, those Banshees, I mean, 1 Banshee is gone, but 1 Banshee, a Corporal at 8 kills, we have another Corporal at 6 kills. I'm not sure how many kills the 3rd sentry had, but I think quite a lot. And remember, it's not only probes that were killed, also some Stalkers.
And sentries as well, and losing those sentries is never good, especially when it was that early in the game. Now, it does look like there are a couple shots taken from these 3 Stalkers on those Banshees. The Banshees will leave the base. 1 Banshee currently sitting at 30 health, the other Banshee at about 120. Now, with that being said, Range still only on the 2 bases.
Yeah, this was exactly my thought. I mean, in the game on Shadow Temple, in the game on Shakura's Plateau, he was just expanding like a crazy person, and now he's not even taking this super safe 43 location here. I'm not so sure why he's actually not doing it. I mean, the Banshee's applying a lot of pressure, but he's got the observers, he's got the stalkers, so if he's got enough observers and stalkers, sure, why not go ahead? Now he's building a pylon here on the low ground, and he's got enough minerals to go for a nexus even, so it looks like he is expanding after all. Better late than never. And one more thing, if we take a look at the control R tug of war, we see units killed. 30 for Tarson, 4 for ranged. Workers killed, 20 for Tarson, 2 for ranged. I mean, speaking for itself.
Yeah, that's definitely speaking for itself. Tarson is the lead of the pack here as we continue in on this finals game. Now, 2 Banshees here did get finished being repaired, and looks like a sensor tower actually placed down in the fog, or in the smoke stacks back there. Tarson now still harvesting off of the third base, not pushing out of his base, keeping the fortification strong. And we'll see what he's going to be able to do, if he's going to continue this harassment, and whether or not Ranged is going to be able to do anything about it here, Endrey, because he just trapped a probe.
Oh.
right there in his Twilight Council in his forge. That probe is stuck.
Oh, this poor probe. I mean, I'm sometimes trapping some of my zealots in team games, or so when I was playing Protoss, and I can tell you from experience, this hurts so much, because you cannot do anything about it, and it's not even worth killing a building, because the probe is actually less worth. You just have this one single probe not being able to do anything, and there are the Cloaked Banshees once again, and I mean, even though Ranged finished with the second expansion, I have no idea what can he do about it. Maybe get some Stargates or some Phoenixes up to deal with those Banshees?
I'd say so. I mean, if he did get that Stargate up and a couple Phoenix, even a couple of Phoenix, man, he'd be able just to follow this observer around the Banshees and take them out right away without having to lose important buildings like the Twilight Council. That Twilight Council is getting some heavy damage taken on it, and it looks like these stalkers will blink up and take out one of the Banshees. The other one will move off and float through an asteroid, as they do have the phasing shield, apparently. We do also see the Tarson moving out now with a very formidable force. This looks mean. I don't think that Range is going to be able to handle it, and I don't know what the hell's going on here. Range attacking his pylon down to 23 health. And it wasn't even that pylon. It was over in his lower third down here. It's down to
maybe I see it. Maybe he's just angry at himself. I don't know. I mean, Tarson is maxed out right now. Like 4 minutes ago, he was at 120 supply, and suddenly he's maxed. I mean, Range with 144 supply doing not too bad either, right? Tarson, those Banshees. I mean, just seriously, they just ripped everything apart. Ranged had, I mean, Ranged was about to move out. Oh, he got attacked. Then he was trying to stay. Oh, he got attacked again. And those Banshees being all over the place. And I mean, Tarson is really playing an absolutely brilliant game. And I mean, I feel a little bit bad for you, because you're rooting for your countrymen. You're rooting for Ranged, being from the US as well.
That's right.
And
well, man, I'll tell you this. I don't really, it doesn't matter where you come from. If you get beat, you get beat, and I'm glad, it's just, I'm glad to be here and casting this. I mean, look at this. Tarson moving up, sieging his tanks in a back position, and moving his Marines and Marauders forward. And these Marines and Marauders do have combat shield, stim pack, and concussive shells. Upgrades all under the rainbow here for the tech labs, as there are 3 of the tech labs out. He was able to do them one at a time. Now he does also have the +1 attack upgrade. Looking over here at what we've got for Range. Range does have the +2 attack upgrade and +2 shield or armor upgrade on the way out right now. He will have to cancel this expansion, and he does that exactly. Now, Storm's on the way and some High Templars, but I don't know. It's going to be a little bit too late here, Endrey, as we do see this big engagement. A point defense drone goes down.
And those point defense drone basically nullifying the damage capabilities of the Stalkers. The Stalkers did a nice job by blinking over to take out the siege tanks, but it is already too late.
That's
and
right.
GG is called with a well played, and the congratulations to Tarson. So Tarson winning the Special Endrey Tournament Series Qualifier number 2, securing him $50 and a slot in the main event worth the $350 up to $500. And some people were asking for a Terran winner after last qualifier, and here you go. And this series was absolutely epic. I mean, I was so glad we have a really pretty rough start in the tournament, but it just became better and better and better. So now Tarson being finally able to take it, and I mean, casting with you guys in the finals is so much fun.
This was epic as shit, Endrey. Today was so much fun. I finished my bottle of vodka, and I'll tell you what, it has been quite the epic turnout and quite the epic event. We're glad everybody was out here to join us. NASL TV is NASL TV is happening tonight as well. Be sure to tune in there for that, and you can hang out at IMBA TV chat room and hang out and talk with us about that as well. Now, I'll tell you what, man, what a freaking birthday for you! You just dinged, right? And then after you ding, the metaphorical ding, after you ding, you get like 3 or 4 epic games. So that's awesome, man, and congratulations on making it this far in life, and I hope we continue forward. And this is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, thanks for co-casting. Thanks everybody for the admin stuff. Flyers, Bane, and Rystorf especially doing nice job at administrating the tournament. Of course, thank you guys for co-casting, and everybody who was tuning in. I hope you had a nice tournament. Like I said, rough start, even perfect ending here. And make sure to tune in next week on the Facebook page. As soon as I know when the next qualifier is about to happen, I will let you know. Let everybody know of your fans, and even though all the really best players here, not only from Europe, but like we saw already from the US, participating in this tournament, even though if you might be a bronze or a silver player, just participate in the tournament anyway next week, because it is your chance to play against one of those pro players. In the early days, I played a lot of tournaments. I was playing against Morrow, I played against Tarson, I played against so many other good players, and I really had a lot of fun there.
Hell yeah, man. And I just want to say one thing for you. Great job on your tournament once again. And you guys, everybody watching out there who's still around, go to Endrey's website, endrey.com, and give him some donations. Let's get this event even more awesome. How's that sound?
Yeah, I mean, thank you very much. What else can I say?
Well, hell yeah, man. Happy birthday, and